information this morning. TSA says checkpoint firearm detections in Tennessee have decreased slightly overall this year. They say officers discovered 157 firearms in travelers' carry-on luggage in the first half of 2023. This is a decrease of the 160 found during the same time last year. New this morning, Blood Assurance is issuing a critical plea for platelet donors in Middle Tennessee. The organization had just 15 platelet units on its shelves to send to more than 70 medical facilities around the region. Platelets are an element in the blood that can help with blood clotting. Blood Assurance is awarding each donor a commemorative beach towel and a chance to win a kayak or paddleboard and a $100 Bass Pro Shops gift card through Saturday. Visit bloodassurance.org to donate. And some children face increasing stress and anxiety, and finding help can be very challenging. So we have Beth Tucker with Volunteer Behavioral Health now to talk more about what parents can do to help. Beth, good morning.
Good morning.
Pleasure to have you here. And this is such an important topic. Talk about why it's important to have that open line of communication between parents and their children when it comes to mental health.
Yeah, it's so important so that the children feel like they are able to express themselves to their parents. So, you know, it's easier when they feel like comfortable talking to their parents versus having to hide things and parents finding out later by snooping their phones or talking to their friends, things like that. So it's so important that they feel comfortable expressing themselves with their parents.
Why is it such a challenge this time of year for children when it comes to their mental health, especially as we're approaching the new school year?
There could be different emotions that they're feeling. Some kids are, anxious about, if there was bullying last year. Some people might have fear about school safety. And there's also excitement. Some students are excited that they're a senior or they're starting kindergarten. So it's an array of emotions that they're feeling.
And it seems like it can differ depending on how old the child is?
Yeah, it can depend on the child, their age, and even their own personality as well.
How do the signs differ, I guess, in each age group when it comes to trying to spot whether or not they're feeling that tension and anxiety before school?
Yeah, so it could be as simple as the kid not wanting to get up for school if they're used to being so excited to go to school. It could be, them secluding themselves to their room or not wanting to spend time with their friends or not joining the clubs that they did last year.
Okay. And talk about what they can do to, as far as parents and older people can do to help these children. A routine, you said, is important.
Yeah, a routine, helping them establish a routine for getting up in the morning, like this is when we do your homework in the afternoon to set them up for success, so that the start of the school year is a great time for everyone.
When do you start trying to set up that routine during the summer months? Because the kids are like, I don't want summer to be over. I don't want to start preparing for school. So when should you start that?
Yeah, like as a parent, I don't want summer to be over either. So it's like, I would start it the week before if you haven't already, go ahead and get their bedtime routine back in order, helping them pick out their clothes the night before, things that can let us as parents be less stressful as well, so that we're at our best for our kids in the morning.
Okay, all right. Any other advice and tips for parents as to how they can help the kids prepare for the new school year?
Yeah, so obviously talking to them, letting them express any feelings that they're having, and if the parents or caregivers feel like it's too much, they can always reach out for mental health assistance, things like that, get them connected with their school counselor as well.
When do parents know it's time to try to get professional help?
When they don't feel like they can handle it, or when sometimes kids ask like, hey mom, I really want to talk to a therapist, a counselor. So listen to your kids, don't just blow them off, because there could be a lot of emotions and feelings that they're having that they don't know how to express.
Do you ever feel like parents probably feel some type of way themselves when they hear a child come to them and say, listen, I need to get outside help? And how should a parent handle that kind of thinking?
Yeah, because sometimes us as parents, we feel like, oh, what am I not doing? But it's important to say, like, what can I do to help my kid? And so showing them like, hey, we might not have the answers, but we can point you to people that do.
Okay. All right, great insight as always. Beth, thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks.
We appreciate it. Folks, we're going to have our continuing special reports on kids and mental health on News 2 at 4. And to see the segment again, just go to WKRN.com and click on the Newsmaker section.